Let me turn my volume up there. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the novice draw number 1 of the 2025 Junior Curling Classic at the Greater Midland Curling Club here in lovely Midland, Michigan. I guess lovely is subjective, I suppose. Our teams today on Sheet B are going to be Team Traverse City Icebreakers versus Team Garchow. Midland team versus Traverse City team.
If you would like, I was going to coach Hasso, but I'm more than happy to coach you, or if you would like me to get Bill.
Whoops. Alrighty, here. Alright, we're gonna wait here just a moment until they figure out. I'm gonna actually listen in here to the coaches. They're talking about calling timeouts and things. Understandable, honestly. Alrighty here. We're gonna wait and see who ends up with what rock color, who calls what. I was in this last year. I was in this draw. I did the Novice League. Competitive League was fun to watch, too. I got to narrate that last year, I believe. Yeah.
He's in the back. He'll be out in a minute.
Just roll the dice.
Yeah, but
Somebody figure out who's got him.
Rolling the dice. Looks like they actually flipped around what sheet the teams were on. Nope, they didn't. Alrighty, well, we're going to get things started here. Who has what color? That's the real question I need here.
We're playing.
You're throwing. You got to shake hands with everybody. Hey, Peter.
No, they did. I think they flipped the teams around.
All right, here we go.
What I have on my sheet, I don't think matches what's actually up because it's the two Midland teams versus each other on this sheet, not a Midland team and a Traverse City team.
Stabilizer behind your sheet.
Hasso versus, yeah, they flipped around. So this is actually going to be Team Hasso versus Team O'Brien. Still figuring some things out here. This game was supposed to be on A originally, according to my sheet, but things change, I suppose.
Other handle.
They're going to go for weight, it looks like. What does make it easy is that, or at least what would have made it easier if the sheet matched what happened. What actually happened would be that the other team that I wouldn't be watching has all of the names on the back of their shirts, so at least there's that. Anyway, we're going to watch this. Rock looks like it hogged for Team O'Brien. A lefty, I see. They're going to go for weight, it looks like. Hopefully they spelled the name right on the sheet. I'm just going off of what it's got. Also hogged, though, sadly. So no rocks in just yet. This one actually looks like it has some good weight to it. It's going to be a good corner guard, actually. It's a 3 guard, but still a very good corner guard. Actually, in the rings, too. Look at that. 1 point for red team at the moment. I'm also still learning the software for all of this stuff, so if there are technical issues, blame them on me 100%. Because I'm still learning. Better weight on that one.
Do we throw 2 or 3?
Throw 2.
2.
Now you're sleeping.
Sorry, I'm answering questions for them. It's a definitely wide. They're going to have to go for weight on it. That's for sure. That might actually hog because they didn't sweep it enough. That's going to hog. Dang, that actually died. That's crazy. Not a great start for Team Hasso, that's for sure. All good. All right. They're going to curl it. Still, it's going to hog. They're having problems getting rocks over the hog line at the moment. Again, this is the Novice League, so these are the first year curlers. Team O'Brien, their skip is based out of Bowling Green, actually. So the other team is all Midland kids. Oops, I hope I didn't just change that on that. But here's sheet A for you for just a moment. I didn't think that would change on both. I'm in studio mode on OBS on our software here, so we're going to change back over to that. I suppose that gives us the opportunity to check up on sheet A throughout this live stream. Again, they're going to go for a takeout. Definitely got plenty of weight on that one. The line definitely looks wide. Yeah, hold the line. Hold the line, hold the line. I suppose these guys are probably still learning how to properly do line sweeping for line and that kind of thing. So this will be a interesting game for all of us. Through the house on that one. I was very, very wide on that if they were going for a takeout. Makes sense. They're just red teams. Team Hasso here is just going to do a freeze 2. Plenty of weight on that one. For a freeze 2, it's wide again, though. They're going to... This should be an interesting game. There's been a lot of hogging and a lot of being wide. As you can see there, that rock is dying. Like, that barely is getting over the hog line. And that had more than enough weight to make it if that was the last game. Oh. Oh. Sorry, while I was watching that one over on sheet A there, that was not what they intended to do. Yellow team there getting a very good draw in. They're not going to get it far enough into the house to get them scoring, but still a very, very solid draw by them. Come in and block the draw. Which side are they going to go? I'd go on the other side personally as a skip. I'd go on the other side, but I'm not the one out there. It's a interesting looking ice for that. It seems a little bit wide. And based on the, yeah, he is wide again on that rock with little to no handle too. That's gonna go just right on through the house. Not even a rock out there to stop it or anything. Who is whistling? They don't have a bad whistle. Oh, it's that guy. Team O'Brien here, looking for an opening. They're going to go still around that side with the port being much, much larger on the other side. Board weight? Did I hear board weight? I don't know if that doesn't have enough to get into the rings. You guys got to go. You guys should have, yeah, they should have been on that a lot earlier. They're saying, hey, I mean, at least that guy's consistent. Skip coming down on Team O'Brien. Skip on Team O'Brien has very good form there. That's a good rock too. I just don't know if that's going to have enough curl to be able to get that in the rings. It's got too much weight on it too. So far, things on sheet B have not been going well for Team O'Brien. Team Hasso holding 2 at the moment. Going into our final few rocks. Draw in. Yep. Logical thing to do there. They're just going to go for a draw in right onto the button. Just needs to be, what, a higher than... that needs to be on the button, basically. 4 foot or better to be scoring. Line's a little bit narrow, maybe. Glad she agrees. Oh boy, that's curling. Everything curls as soon as it gets to those yellow boxes going that way. It curls and then dies. Like, that should not be doing that. That is honestly crazy. I haven't, it's like there's just no pebble. Like, every rock, it gets up there, and it's just like, oh, okay, time to put the brakes on. They said the ice was fast this morning, too. That's easy to disagree with. O'Brien's skip is also lefty, so there's 3 lefties on the sheet. After this end, we're going to go over and check on sheet A. I guess after this end is over on sheet A. I guess no. We'll go over after this end is ended on sheet B. I know I'm supposed to keep it on one sheet the entire time, but I figure I'll bounce back and forth between both of them. Having some decision issues over there, looks like. They need to decide soon, though. They can't spend this much time on every rock. They might be going for a raise on those 2 yellow ones as they're lined up. It's lined up to do a takeout if you manage to do that right, but it's cutting it pretty close to that high red guard. It's a risky shot for sure, but Team Hasso has done a good job at guarding them from getting any more points. Looks like it's definitely a takeout. I don't know about the weight, though. It might be a little down for a takeout, especially one like this with as much energy as you've got to have to get through 3 rocks. I think it might actually just nudge that red one back if it even gets a yellow in the rings, which it might. They might have actually done that on purpose. I don't know. It's not in the rings, but they're going to call it as red 1. I'm going to change it over to sheet A here. Sheet A isn't the greatest camera, but we can see what's going on over here. Over here is the Traverse City Icebreakers versus Team Garchow. Garchow is our local Midland team, and then Traverse City obviously is a bit north of here, about 2.5 hours or so. Rock looks light for a guard. It's very little handle too. It's going to make it over the hog line, but not by much. Actually, I retract my previous statement. That is moving. It's doing the exact opposite of what it was doing over on sheet B. We'll have to see how that turns out. Traverse City Icebreakers up 2-0 right now. Top 12, they're calling the wait for this as
It doesn't go any further when you sweep it once it stops. You gotta sweep it before it stops.
they appear to have just basically froze to their rock there on sheet A.
That's going under. Sweep it so it'll get under. You can sweep that one under. Okay. Next time.
Like I said, the camera still isn't great on this sheet, but I feel this sheet is a little bit more entertaining than the previous one. A lot more to talk about, too. It's a little bit too much weight for a draw, I think. That might just sit right on that red one that they have if it stops, which it's not going to. Still going to keep them down to 1 point, but prevents yellow from taking another. They're just going to try and freeze to it again like they did on their last shot. Whether they're successful or not this time, I cannot say, but interesting form from that person on the Traverse City Icebreakers.
Great shot. Remember, Carter.
Light, that's light. Yeah. So they're going to have to go on that one. It's curling a lot. Like, these rocks have been curling a lot. I feel like they should have been on that very early on if they wanted a chance at that. They're sitting shot, so yes, they're going to want to do they're going to want to guard that chance that they have there. Having connection issues with this camera at the moment, keeps blacking out. Yeah, they're going to have to hold the line, but he's just he's curling it by doing that. So this ice has gone from being very fast this morning to being very, very slow.
The third sweeper does exactly the same. All it does is increase the chance of getting it. So if you want to come up and sweep, what you have to do is you have to switch out with one of your sweepers that is out there. And you switch out with say, Ben, I got it. Because you, as the third sweeper, does 0. And it only gets a disaster. If you burn that rock, that's kind of a disaster, right? So you're much better to stand back. You're going to go up. You got to replace the sweeper. But you're better off learning a lot. Because you're not really doing anything.
Little handle on that rock. It's curling. It's coming back. It's going to sit on that red one, on the second back red one. And that is going to put yellow scoring 2. Garchow is going to come in here and try and put one right on the button, just prevent them from scoring anymore. If they can get it behind those high yellow ones, then that's a good thing. They might actually be trying to tap off that back yellow one and just put them scoring 2. He's curling it again. Right past. That's a good shot. That is a good shot right there. Good on Team Garchow there. That's
Acknowledge good shots by your teammates. Say, good shot. Okay?
TC Icebreaker is going to try and come in here and just do exactly what they couldn't do perfectly. They still did it and are now sitting shot, I would assume. But I don't know about the weight on that one, though. Yes. They're going to go. It's dying, though. It's dying. They're not going to get it in all the way. But they did guard up any more draws from that side, so your only option to get a point is by coming in on the other side, which I would honestly guard that left-hand side. Yeah, I'd guard that left-hand side, honestly. At least it's left on our side, on our screens here. Yep. Did what they wanted it to do, though. It's going to guard up that draw. Maybe a little bit of over-curling there, but I can see the icebreakers here just coming around for a draw on the other side. Oh, they're going to put one back here. Maybe? No, she's just thinking. Yeah. I believe she's going to come around for a draw on this side. Oh, they're going to try and go for a raise. Wow, that's a tough raise, man. That's... What the... Oh, gee whiz, I didn't, I'm not even joking with you. There's a red rock up on the Broom Fitters logo up there in the upper left-hand corner of that. There's a Broom Fitters logo up there that I did not see, dude. There's a rock up there on the Broom Fitters logo that's actually preventing that line. You're way wide. Curl it. And they might be trying to sit back on that yellow one. I don't think they're going to do it, though. They don't have enough weight.
Specific person to sweep, say their name. So it's Lucas and August. Lucas and August. Lucas is in the room. And just yell his name, and then he'll start.
Yep, gonna draw, or cover up that draw. Yeah, I did not even see that high red one until I looked out actually at the sheet through the glass. I would have never known that was there if I didn't look. Snow plowing, yeah, that means it must be low on weight.
Really good wall.
Guarded up the draw there, if that was even possible. And that raise, actually. Either that or they lined their own rock up to be the center, the middleman, if you will, in a raise. I can see a raise being done. Yes, I can definitely see a raise here. Looks like they're still figuring somehow the skip and the vice of icebreakers. They seem to be having some indecision issues, or they're just trying to figure out the best placement for their ice. Team Garchow, Skip, and Vice are making their own plans in the back. Very aggressive gesturing. no idea what weight they were asked to give, but I'd assume if they're going for that, are they trying to go through the port between the red rock, that high red rock, and the yellow center guard? That is a tiny port to try and go through if they're actually trying to do that. Oh, no, they are doing that raise. Not a good time to black out camera. This is an important shot. They're going to get it, but they're going to be just wide and hit that red rock right out of play and block up their own draw. Unless their plan was to take that out, because they don't have hammer. But I could see them, if these guys mess this shot up, I could see them coming around and putting another guard up there. And if they mess up, the icebreakers are going to have an option to come around and put one right on the button with that left side open. Like I'd been talking about earlier in the game before I realized that that guard was even there. Oh, he came out a little bit fast for a guard, maybe. Doesn't look like it's going to curl much from the line. It's out there in the frost, so it's either not going to curl at all or it's going to curl too much. It's got way too much weight if they wanted to guard. That's T. Back 8. No T. Good T line. So that doesn't add any more points. Maybe it adds a point. I can't quite tell from here. But there's definitely a draw there. They could even hit off of that and go in, which then makes it really hard to score off hammer for Garchow. This has been a very, very eventful end. A little bit past 30-minute mark on the stream. The stream? Jeez. The stream. Hope you're enjoying things, everyone. Curling Center thanks you for tuning in today. Helps us support the live stream for the equipment, and as well as all the food and other assorted things that we have here today for all the juniors. They're going to be just a little bit wide on that shot. Garchow's probably just going to draw in here for 3 points, maybe. I can't tell which rock is closer. From the looks of it, the red rock is closer. The monitor I'm using is not the greatest. When I go in that close, I can see the individual pixels on the screen. So. Final rock this end. If Garchow does this, they're going to probably get 2 or 3 points here. Worst case scenario, they knock their own rock out and get yellow a few. They nicked off their high guard there, so they're not going to be successful, but they're going to get red 2 points this end as we transition over. We're going to transition back over to sheet number 2 here. Or not sheet number 2, sheet B. I'm sorry, all the stuff in the computer system is still labeled sheet B. Going to be a solid guard coming up here on B. Whoopsies. A very solid center guard, a little bit off to the side there, but all is well. Team O'Brien here is going to go for a corner guard. Inside out, a little bit more ice than what I'd be giving. And the rock is very, very, very wide. Don't think that went the place where he wanted it. That went where he set the line to go, not where he wanted the rock to go. It never really happens except in takeouts when you want the location of the rock to go to be almost exactly what you want the line to be. Nicked the high guard up there, knocked them out. Corner guard, opposite side though. Looks like they're going to go for a draw in behind their own yellow. Makes a lot of sense and sets them up for a raise later in the game if need be. Rock looks wide, very, very wide. In fact, that's way out in the frost and it's got so much weight, I don't think that's going to stop. Might be slowing down though. I'll have to watch it on the button camera here. They're going to try and curl it into the rings. They're not going to get it. It's going to sit right out there and be a opposite side corner guard from that red one. That's a fast rock too, wow. It's gonna hit that, unless that curls, that's gonna, oh no, that's gonna go right on through that big port right there. Good line for a draw. Just doesn't have the weight for it. The courtesy sweep, if you can call it that. Doesn't really need to be swept out, but it was. Looks like both teams over here, both O'Brien and Hasso, have been getting into the swing of things and starting to understand the ice. 0 hogged rocks this end versus the first 4 rocks, 3 rocks, and then plus 2 more later in the end being hogged. It's only the Novice League, I suppose, so. Very, very, very wide rock. That's basically a takeout on their own at that point. I don't like the weight on it, honestly. No, I wouldn't sweep that. It's got so much weight. That might actually make it into the rings. O'Brien's skip needs to stay out. He's technically not supposed to be allowed in the room, in the rings, when the other person is, when the other team is throwing. I'm going to go for a takeout. I wonder if they're going to try and go for a double on this. Plenty of speed coming out there by Mr. Lekowski. They got to hold the line on that. Yeah, they were not. He had to be holding that line from the very start of it. Sweeper's just not listening on that one. I could hear him calling it the whole time, and they were just, what are we supposed to be doing? I get it. It's the Novice League. It's not supposed to be terribly terribly competitive, I suppose. I mean, these are two Midland teams. I mean, it's like everybody knows everybody. It's a lot. It's a lot like our practices, honestly. So it's everybody's still learning here. I'm still learning. I'm playing up with Team Hoffmeister next draw of the competitive league, the competitive draw. It's going to be a very good rock by Yellow, putting them at 2 points. Team Hasso 1-2 in the third end. Down 1-2. I'm sorry. Rock went through the house. I didn't actually catch that one. I was checking things up on YouTube to make sure everything was working optimally, I suppose. Still having problems with our connection a little bit over here, but we're hoping to have everything worked out by next week for College Nationals, which is going to be here in Midland this year. Good weight, maybe a little down on that one. It's going to hit that guard if they don't go. They're going to tap it back. Tried to get a little bit of distance on it, but it was just too light. Going for another draw in by Team O'Brien here. Definitely wide again. Guy in the gray there is notoriously wide at the moment. It might actually be good. It might overcurl. Look at that. Wow. That curled a lot, dude. That is substantial. But that also prevents the yellow team from getting another rock, or Team Hasso from getting another rock. At least on that side, due to the blocking of that draw on that side. From the looks of it here, if they do this right, and if they get their own rock out, red team's actually going to be shot. Yeah, get on it for line. Get on it for line. Not a bad rock. I don't know why they take their own out, though. Because now red team's shot? That was a weird shot. I'm going to guess that was supposed to be a tap back, but it was given too much weight. Vice probably just didn't understand. All good, though. It's the Novice League. I keep saying league, and it's not a league. It's a draw. It's a Bonspiel, man. This is serious stuff. At this point, I'm kind of just having a conversation with myself. That's a good shot right there. That is good, man. I like that. Not even enough for them to sweep it. Right on the tee. That puts Team O'Brien at 2 points against Hasso in number 3 end. They're going to go for a takeout here. They might be trying to roll it out. They're trying to double take out their rock and the red rock. That doesn't... Why would you double them, though? You want your yellow one to stay in play. And with the amount of ice that they're giving, unless she's really, really fast... Yeah, get on it for line now, now. Go, 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 go. Yeah. That's why you don't give... That was just... Wasn't enough ice, honestly, on that one. I mean, now there's a big gap through the center to get through for either team. Two rocks remaining for O'Brien, one from Hasso. O'Brien has hammer going into this end. We're going to see what happens. This is shaping up to be pretty interesting. Mr. O'Brien here getting ready to go out. It's a lot of weight for what they were wanting to do. Unless they're trying to... Why would they want to raise that? I have no idea what they're doing, and frankly, I don't like the look of this rock. Yeah, you want for line. I don't think that's... Follow it when it goes. It's not going to make it in the rings. But O'Brien still has 1 point. 2 points maybe. I don't know if that one in the left-hand quadrant there is touching. Looks like they're getting some coaching down there from Coach Graves, organizer of this event, and my coach too. Great guy. In the meantime, let's go see what things are happening on sheet A. Can, looks interesting on sheet A. We're going to change right back over, though. Whoops. Almost lost it there. Looks like they're going to go for a raise. Maybe? What are they doing? Are they going in for a takeout on that red one? Maybe that yellow one is touching, and they're trying to get rid of... I don't know what they're doing, frankly. Wyatt... Are they trying to raise? They're trying to raise it. Yeah. No, they're just going for a standard old draw. But there's no port to go through. That's a weird shot. Well, okay, I guess I thought... Okay, well, Team O'Brien has hammer, and I suppose that would be preventing them from drawing... or doing a raise, I mean, for 2, maybe 3, I don't know. I don't know. This has been a funky end, that's for sure. Looks like they're still trying to decide what they're doing down there. Again, I'd like to thank everybody who is out here watching this today. We appreciate it over here. It's a wide shot. I think they were trying to go through that port. They're going to barely make it past their high red one there, but they're going to have too much weight, and it's going to go right on out of the house. I believe they're going to call it as 1 red. I still can't tell if that one is touching. I don't believe it is. Looks like they're looking at it right now. Vices are deciding. I don't know if we can hear anything, but we can turn up the volume and see. I can't hear anything from what they're saying, so they might have called it as 1, they might have called it as 2. I would have personally said 2. Oh, they did the thing where they left the rock to measure it, maybe? Oh yeah, they got the measuring stick out, yep. And they're gonna measure it. We get to see how this is done now. This is the first time I think it's been measured, that we've had rocks measured in past few days. Now they're measuring it here. You can watch in that lower left-hand corner. If I had to hazard a guess, that's probably the exact same length as the thing is, and if it touches the rock, then it's in play. No idea if it was 2 or 1. We'll have to see if the vice puts a number in. It was 2. Team O'Brien now beating Team Hasso 4-1. And on that, I am going to say goodbye for just a moment. Commentations will return shortly. And until then, well, I mean, I'll be back, but see you in a minute.
I'm being smart, man. I'm taking my stuff off here.
I think you need another guard, Patrick. I think you need another guard. Or four. I'm just kidding. 3 or 4 more guards. 3 or 4 more guards.
All right. Throw out those cards.
Oh, I think you got a guard, Patrick.
Hey, put him another guy.
Tap something up or clear it out. Don't tap them up, though. What are you calling? A draw? Around where? And you're trying to get around that rock out there? You want to tap the ones in the middle up? Okay, I don't think you can get around that. Good try. Where does she want it?
Hello, everyone. I have returned from my brief
Hey guys,
sabbatical, if you will.
If she wants it in the rings and you think it's a guard, what should you be doing? Sweeping.
If she wants it in the rings and you think it's a guard, what should you be doing? Coach Graves, 2024. 2024? What year is it? It's 2025. I kind of just dropped in midway through this end here. 51 minutes left on the clock. Things are going well so far. Red is scoring, or I guess Team O'Brien is scoring, I should say.
Okay, we got another guard. That's good. We need like 4 more of them.
basically every single draw except in between those two red rocks there is completely blocked and not possible to do.
He's trying to just put a guard up there. He's only slut. He can definitely score guards. There's not enough guards up there. Like I said, if he constantly score about 12 guards, we can look out of 7 guards. And we have 5 rocks, so we could get 12 guards. Yeah, we can score guards. A lot of guards.
Let's rock here. They're gonna have to. They are really, really getting that. Not gonna be making it though, but that prevents a raise from red team.
This is the life of a skip.
I think we have enough guards.
You guys have got to make an adjustment. You're throwing the same weight every time and expecting different results.
It's funny just listening on the conversations between the coach and the skip. It was like, oh man.
Only one.
Skips, I think, have decided here what they're gonna do. This is end number 4.
That was a good try. You called that for the sweep to try and bleed a little weight off, right?
Maybe I missed a rock. I don't know.
Yeah, too much weight for that.
I think I might have missed a rock because now Hasso is throwing again.
Once it was so inconsistent that I threw it and had no handle, and then halfway down the sheet it had perfect handle. There was like something and the rock hit the edge.
Probably shouldn't whistle on here. Gotta go for line, gotta go for line, gotta go for line. Oh, wow. Knocked the other team's rocks into the rings, didn't get through that. O'Brien's gonna go for the block, or they, why would they, not really sure why they do that, but because in theory, you'd want to try and raise that, but I guess if you sat right on it, you wouldn't get any points, so it wouldn't change anything. Gotta think like a skip. What would I do in this situation? I would do the same thing, but I would try and go in between the two red ones out wide. So it was still in the rings, but throw it with too much weight, which he might very well have done. You're going to have to go for line. Go for line, go for line, go for line, go for line, go for line. They always wait until it starts curling. Oh! Wow. Team Hasso pulls out a point in the very, very last rock from Team O'Brien because they weren't on to sweep it early enough. It's the life of a skip, I guess. killer whistle. Sheet A's also got a very interesting game going on. 3-2, 3 yellow. It's currently 3-1 score-wise. Oh, final rock, and they managed to pull out 1 point. That is good going by them. Final rock here on sheet number B. Looks a little wide. I didn't quite catch the ice that they were giving, but that's got plenty of weight for what they want. Top 8. Yeah, that is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. 2 points for Team Hasso. After a brief moment of misfortune from Team O'Brien, tying things up 3-4. Yes, 3-4 is now a tie, guys. Making things a little bit closer of a game. 3-4, O'Brien winning. Let me not choke on some water here. Jeez. Excuse me. I should not do that. My bad. I try to keep things professional around here. We've got teams showing up for the competitive draw already, which I do not blame them for. If I recall, it starts right after this. What are the times? Let me check my sheet here, which was wrong at the beginning of this because they flipped around what sheets they were supposed to be on. So it's supposed to be Hasso and O'Brien on A and Garchow versus Icebreakers on B. They flipped it around. 3 p.m. 12, 1, 2, 3. So they've still got an hour, 2 hours until the next draw. Saturday, 6 p.m. tonight is the next time I'll be on to do the live stream. 6 to 8. Or probably. I mean, I don't know what my parents are doing, but I'll have to figure that out too. Anyway, back to the game. Going for a corner guard on this one. Almost got the wrong handle there. There you go. Not going to give it enough weight, though. What the... Interesting rock, to say the least. I mean, these are all new players, so it's as to be expected. Trying to figure out who's scoring on A. Guess we can listen in. Yeah, I can't. Looks like 2 red from here, which would be massive for them. That would tie things up. Make it a lot closer of a game between Garchow and the Icebreakers. They might be trying to figure out, oh, they left 2 rucks in place. I think they might measure. They're measuring, yeah. They were going for a takeout on this one, but didn't have the weight or the line. No, they had the line, they just didn't have the weight. I think they're going to just try and get it on the T line, maybe scoring. It's a deep corner guard. It's guarding the box back there, so nobody can draw into it. Things just got real loud in the warm room, so do pardon me if there's background chatter. And now they're going to measure it. over on sheet A. I'm paying more attention to sheet A than I am my own sheet. Gee whiz. Alrighty. Looks like they're just going to go for a standard draw in here, maybe trying to freeze. Doesn't have enough weight to sit, though. That makes sense. Doesn't have enough weight to stop moving. So it's just going to keep moving. Einstein is rolling in his grave at the moment. An object in motion will stay in motion unless it is acted upon by an outside force. Never mind. Anyway, going for another takeout on this one. We'll see how this goes. Looks like he almost lost it coming out of the hack. It's wide and very, very little handle. Nothing you can do about that. That's a lost cause right there. Yep. Anyways, that's had some good luck last end and some bad luck so far this end, but we'll have to see how things go from here. Like I said, hopefully the background noise isn't too bad in here. We've got a lot more people in here now than there were not 5 minutes ago. Everybody was like, okay, 1:10 is a good time for everybody to show up. Again, for all of you guys watching this live, wherever you are in the world, thank you. We appreciate it here at the Curling Center. It doesn't make us any money, really, but it's more of a good experience, and you guys get to watch what's happening. So, good high guard there. Would have been good to get that at the very beginning of the game, but can't get it all right the first time, I suppose. Second rock by the second. And 4 rocks remaining for yellow Hasso. Again, I do apologize if I'm pronouncing these names wrong. Spellings aren't exactly perfect, but that's why did I? Never mind. I'm overthinking things. Woo. They knew what they were doing instantly. Wachowski comes out with a good shot, a little bit narrow for what they wanted. You're going to have to go for line. You got to go now before it starts curling. You're going to hit that guard. It doesn't have enough weight. It was weird. That was a weird hit because it was like it hit it at an angle, but it acted like it was hitting nose on. I guess it only transferred its energy in one direction, so. Very wide, too fast. If you can curl it, that's good. If you can't, so be it. It's so fast, that's back line at best. Yeah, back line. Yep. Well, I guess that's technically back 12, but, you know. Good looking draw from them. It's going to have a little bit too much weight and it's going to knock their own rock out, but might actually sit. It stayed in play. Aw. I hate rocks like that. They're just tripping hazards, really, more than anything. Most of the competitive teams are back already. End number 5. One more end remaining after this one. After a word from your sponsor. No. Sponsors, what are those? I'm going to try and curl it in. It's not going to be far enough, but that also sets them up for a pretty solid raise / takeout on that next shot, providing they don't guard it, which doesn't look like they're going to. I don't think he sees it. Rock is wide again. It's too much weight, too. I can tell you that much. I don't know why, but whenever I do these live streams, it always just fries my brain, and I'm just like super tired during them. The last time I did one and I was as tired as I am now, I was like, I just kind of given up on the actual commentations by the end of it and was just like so zoned out. But like, and I thought it was because I was drinking caffeinated Orange Crush, or Sunkist. But no, it was because I was doing this, I guess. I don't know. Does this Coke have caffeine in it? Let's find out. I think it would. Caffeine. I guess it does have caffeine. That's probably why I'm so tired. Oh well. I'll get it out of my system. I'll be fine. Because I play in the 3 p.m. draw, competitive draw with Team Hoffmeister, so. Here comes Hasso to tell her sweepers what she wants done. It does appear that Sheet B is ahead of Sheet A by a few rocks. We're down to 2 over here. They've still got 4 left to go, which is a good thing. Gives me a little bit more time to get ready before I go out on the ice. Yep, they went for that raise that I spoke about last time. Didn't have quite enough weight for it, but they're just barely going to get that rock on the rings. So if their fortune works out like it did last time, they very well might hit their own rock out here, Team O'Brien. I'm going to go for a takeout on it, actually, which I do not blame them for. I don't know if they're trying to hit the first rock or the second rock, but I think less ice if you're going for the second rock, or the first rock, I'm sorry. In order from how they are from the line. That's way, way, way too wide. It did curl, though, which is not something that these rocks normally do. Oh, almost hit that yellow one. If it had hit that, that would have been either devastating, would have been devastating for one team and really beneficial for the other. It could have gone either way. It could have been devastating for O'Brien and a great shot for Hasso or the other way around. That was many things could have gone bad and good with that rock. Skip skill deciding, gee whiz. Skip's still deciding over there what they want done. A little bit of coaching from the other coach here at Midland. Looks like they're going to go for some kind of raise, maybe? Some kind of raise, it looks like. That's a funky raise, though. Because that other rock is there, and they're not dead in line with each other. Oh, they're going for just a straight takeout on it. And now, yes. Oh, they aren't doing that. Okay, they are going to go for that, but it's still just going to over-curl, and it's not going to hit them back as far as they needed it to. Should have been on for line a little bit earlier for that one. O'Brien coming down the ice here. He's going to tell his sweepers what he wants done for final rock of this end. This is end number 5, by the way. One more end after this, which the last 4 rocks will be decided with the LSD drill, or drill, whatever you want to call it. Looks like they're going for the exact same shot again. I don't know if they're going to be wide or not this time. Looks like they're going to be narrow. Everything's curling a lot. Unless they wanted to raise the yellow, which it looks like they might do. Is it going to get in? Just enough. It's not. All that for one, as we'd say in Sunday Night League. 1 red to Team O'Brien, putting them 2 points ahead of Hasso going into this final end. Anyway, oops.
I would say go around any guard that they give you, and if they give you a corner, you definitely go around.
Garchow and the Traverse City Icebreakers over there still tied with 2 rocks to go, 1 for each team. It's going to be a very interesting guard coming out as our lead throws. That is curling a lot. Wow. These rocks have really been curling tonight. Bless you. Final end, like I said here. Line's going to be okay at best. Where is it? Light. Doesn't tell me where it is, but okay. Logic with a K. Skip looks slightly distraught after that one. Do not blame her for that, honestly. I'll remember that quote for a bit. If it's in the rings, if the skip wants it in the rings and it's a 1 guard, what should you be doing? Sometimes you don't have to wait for the skip to tell you to sweep, you know? I suppose all that comes with experience, which some of these guys don't necessarily have the greatest of, but from this angle, I can't quite tell which rock is, if the guard up there is actually guarding that that top 4 rock there. I can't tell that myself, but if I had to hazard a guess, I'd say it is. Well, if only by a little, too. Wrong handle on that one.
It's all right, it's a guard, use it.
It's an interesting guard. It does not even over the rings from the looks of it.
Down ice communication is something we need to talk about. That's okay.
Gee whiz. It is crowded in here. Jeez. Excuse me. Sorry. Sorry. Everybody's telling the skip it's narrow. Should have been on that earlier. I could see what he was doing there. That was the right thing to do. But he should have had him on the instant that was narrow. I was just like, as soon as it's narrow, go, 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 go. I don't skip much, but I'm also the kind of skip that calls the 1% shots. So I'm like, if I have a port to go through that's, you know, just barely a rock wide, I will, and I'm not scoring it, but there's like a raise, I'll take the draw through the port that you have to be very, very good at to get, and that is not going to be a good rock. Wrong handle too, I think? No, it's got the right handle on it. At least it's got that over his last one. Looks like it's going to freeze to the guard up there. Maybe knock it back. Just what red team wanted.
Okay. No harm.
Yeah, don't sweep the other team's rock. I didn't quite catch what the skip was doing there. Raise that red one, maybe? Go through the port? I don't think he's going through the port. I think he's raising his red one, which is a good shot in this situation. the guy in the gray, his name is Ben. They called Ben, and the other guy went down. It was just like, oh, I guess my name's Ben now. Why, everything is curling between the hog line and the, like, 2 feet before the boxes. It's kind of crazy what it's doing. It's like curls there and then doesn't curl anywhere else.
Your math is
I
bad.
call here, the rock says.
Yeah, but you can't get 8 yourself.
Yeah, I need that, but also for guys.
Oh, you need them to help too. Okay.
They might be starting another end because they've got 20 minutes left to finish this one. Although, depending on what the score ends up being, and based on the fact Team O'Brien is winning, I'm going to say that they likely won't. Unless the other team, Hasso, is able to pull out 2 points this end, they won't. They will not play another one. I believe this end they also finish with the draw to the button, the LSD drill. I keep calling it a drill. It's like I keep calling this the Novice League. It's not a league at all. But I call it one because I'm so used to doing that, because the last time I narrated one of these was like 8 months ago, 6 months ago. It's like the beginning of season. That's a good raise right there. Beautiful, beautiful. Putting red team at 2 after that. That is an absolutely beautiful shot. Yeah, there you go. Get that red one out as far as you can. Still 2. But that bodes well for Team Hasso here, and maybe being able to get 1 this end.
That's a nice shot, Brody.
It's going to hit that high guard at the moment. Yeah, I'll get on it. I'm going to go for a raise on it. Oh, you're not going to get around. You didn't get around it enough. I couldn't see because the skip was all the way up there. Guards the draw on that side. Ooh, she's going to raise it. Okay. Is there a rock I'm not seeing on here? No, I guess not. I just feel like I could definitely... No, I can see that. That's the shot to do, actually. Now that I look out here. It's wide. Definitely wide. I gotta come back. Gotta come back. Gotta come back. Oh, dang. That does line them up for... no, it doesn't, actually. Unless you came in from our right-hand side. It doesn't... I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. Yeah. Cleaning the rock, very smart thing to do at this point. Originally, these guys were supposed to play on sheet A, and I was telling them, like, whatever you do, don't get red rocks on sheet A. Doesn't matter about any other sheet, but on sheet A, you don't want red. And you don't want red because when they mop the ice and when they clean the ice and do all that stuff, that's where all of the dirt goes for them to pick it up and put it in the tubs. You can actually see that right above the red curling stone icon on the left-hand side of your screen. That bucket, that's where all the snow goes when they chop the ice, all that kind of thing. It's like, that's where it goes. So you don't want red rocks, especially the 5, 6, 7, 8. All of those are the most dirty because those go back in the corner where they dump all the dirt. It's like the foam over there along the edge is like a completely different color. It's kind of funny. Oh, doesn't quite make it past. It's still going to be in the rings and get them 3 points. But it's just not quite going to be enough to get yellow team 1 point, which is still going to be a challenge for them in and of itself. It's a dead on. I don't know. I don't know if they can go for... They're going for a takeout on that one. Okay. Yeah, they're going for... What are they... I'm trying to... How are they going to do... Well, okay, I guess there's enough of the rock showing that they can... Yeah, I guess there's enough of the rock showing that you can... that they can get around it, but that's going to be real hard to do. And they might roll out wide if they don't get it, too. So it's going to be... It'll be very interesting to see how this rock turns out, so... Out she goes. This is her first rock at the end. Is it wide? That's wide. It's wide, it's wide, wide, wide. Hold the line, and it hits the high red one. Not quite enough for yellow team to get a point on this one, but they have another chance, and I think they can do it. They're going to try and guard from the looks of it. Team O'Brien is going to try and guard up their shot they have. I'm sorry, the Team O'Brien's going to try and draw in. No, they are guarding. Okay. Yeah, they're guarding. They're guarding the raise or takeout that Hasso has at the moment. And it's way over curling too. Unless they're trying. Oh, and it hits theirs right back. And they're going to get 4 points unless she sweeps it out. 4 points. Red team sitting 4 points with 1 rock to go in this final end. Or on end number 6 here. If they pull this out, this is going to be an epic, absolutely epic end. It's going to be her rock, it looks like. I think they're still going for that takeout. How much of that rock is there, though? That's the real question. How much? There is not much of that rock that they can see from down there. This is going to be very, very close. It looks a little bit wider than the last one, but they've got plenty of room to do this. They're going to have to curl it a lot. It's going to just get past, and it's going to hit it. It hit it, but it was not successful in even staying in the rings. And red team is going to pull out still 4 points in the final end here on sheet B. Team O'Brien beating over Team Hasso. Novice draw number 1 at the 2025 Junior Curling Classic. Of course, they're still going to do the LSD drill or whatever they call it. Draw to the button. Yep.
Does not.
Still does look like O'Brien definitely won. We'll have to see the distances and stuff for this one. Again, I'm honestly not really sure how this works. That was pretty close there. Almost had it. Probably getting ready. Coaches are probably getting ready to measure the rocks here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Skips, get down here and hold the broom. Why is it so cold underneath this desk? This is strange. It's like there's just like a vent of cold that's just falling down onto my legs. Anyway.
It's like a normal throw. It's like a normal throw.
Score-wise, though, Team O'Brien has beat Team Hasso. Those of you just tuning in. With 4 points in the final end, ending 9-3 against Hasso. A significant win for Hasso. Over on sheet A, you can see the scoreboard there. I can't tell what color is which, though. Red team's winning, which means Garchow, our local Midland team, is beating Traverse City. Which means we're going to have a Midland to Midland showdown tomorrow. Actually, no, I'm sorry. Tonight at 6 p.m., we may or may not have a Midland showdown. Garchow versus O'Brien. Obviously, depending on this whole end right here. Very little handle on the rock coming down. Obviously, you guys can't see it, but...
Gotta get paid.
He's draw to the button. Here, I'm not going to change. I was going to change over sheets to sheet A so we can watch what's going down over there.
I mean, you might think you are, but you're not.
I don't know. The ice might be really weird.
Yeah, it's downhill.
There's just no friction.
We're going to change over to sheet 2.
1.525. 1.525. Right. Good, that's a good start.
Oops, still on the wrong end house. Here we go. Sheet 1 near house. There we go. You can see the chaos going on in here. There's a raise there for red team from the looks of it. For the icebreakers. I'm sorry, I'm not the icebreakers. I'm sorry, the Team Garchow has a raise on their red rocks. Obviously, they're not going at the moment, but they are winning. with 2 rocks left total. Board weight on this one.
August, give her that room.
Oh no. Oh, she fell down coming out of the hack. Feel a little bit bad for the icebreakers now after that. A little bit of failure. Things happen though. Can't control everything in the world. I've had my fair share of falls out on the ice. Boy, I can see the scratch line on the ice from over here. Wow. That man went down the ice so fast it looked like it was time lapse or something. That's crazy. I don't know if they're going to shake or what they're doing. They might just be trying to clean up the scratch in the ice if it's that deep. Skip for the icebreakers is just down here just like, what's happening again? Team Garchow is definitely winning though. Oh, she was on her stopwatch. That's what happened.
1.146.
So she was skating out on her stopwatch. That's what happened. I haven't ever heard that happen before. I'm sure it has, but that is not a common occurrence, I'd assume. Like mopped up the ice down at the button to try and get rid of some of that residual snow that was left. Garchow's got their final rock. They're sitting 1, I believe, maybe 2. Definitely looks more like 1, though. People are clapping over here for the distance measure from the button from Team O'Brien on sheet B. 0.532, just a little bit farther away than our closest one, which is the last one, I believe. That was a yellow rock. Anyway, back over to sheet A here. Team Garchow, like I said, sitting 1, maybe 2. Sweep in front of the rock, my friend. There you go. Trying to keep it around that yellow one. They don't get it in as far as they want it to be, but still looks like 1 red with yellow team. The Icebreakers having hammer here. I'm going to wish their skip good luck in not injuring themselves, sliding out this time.
So you need to have Brody come down.
1.236. That's the closest one. Wow. Oh, wow. Rolled the red one right over to the button, getting Garchow 2 points to finish out the 6th end. On that note, since I know they've got to do the LSDs now, I think we're going to call things with that, with saying that I will be back. You will see me on the ice on sheet C in a little over an hour for competitive draw number 2, having Team Hoffmeister versus Team Meyer. Until then, this is yours truly, Jasper, from the Curling Center here. signing off and wishing all the best for the next hour until the stream starts up and you see me again. Until then.